Forum or Landmark Forum or as we're going to be finally addressing this particular topic. And with me to talk about this, I have a wonderful woman who is currently down in Melbourne, Australia, who was involved with Landmark from 96 to 2002. And yes, that's a while ago, but like Scientology.
I don't know. It's not really something that you get involved with. I just took some courses and then didn't. I paid for something and I got something for the rest of my life, and that's it. Yeah, this is Chris Shelton. He was in the Sea Org of Scientology. He has not done the Forum or the Advanced course. If you haven't done the Forum or Advanced course by Landmark Worldwide, it's a training and development company. I don't work for them. I don't represent them. I have nothing to do with them. Their flagship course is 2 5-day courses, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday evening. So it's really 4 days, but over the course of 5. $915 each before discounts. And yeah, I don't get anything if you do it or anything. There's no affiliate code, none of that.
They tend to have a core set of values and a core DNA to them as to what they are about and what they're
don't believe anything negative that you read about them online. Don't believe me. I'm not saying what I'm telling you is the truth. And everything that Anne's gonna say, this is a 3-hour video, so we're gonna break this up. So look for all the parts below. Everything that she's about to say, she stopped in 2002. I took the Forum rather in 2006. So every concern or complaint or upset that she dealt with, it seems to me that they are one of the only companies I know of that's gonna like listen and then make a difference in their organization so that they don't have that upset or concern in the future.
Trying to accomplish. And the forum and Landmark Forum, or it has different words. We'll parse through some of that with Dale. But we're gonna go through her whole story with this and finally figure out: is this cult? Is it cult light? Is it kind of a cult? What are we dealing with when we're talking about
Landmark? Cults are what cults are. Landmark is not a cult at any stage or level of the organization. It's owned by the employees, and then there's a president and CEO, and then there's a board, and then there's the court of public opinion. Yep, continuing. Landmark. Oh yeah, cults take you away from your family. Landmark tells you to go be with your family. Cults have a charismatic leader. There's no charismatic leader. I can't think of the other definitions. Look at our other videos to see, but there's about 6 or 7 definitions of cult, and I have none of them match. And then there's a lot of people that want to say, oh, it's Scientology light. It's like, yes, okay, if you think that, then please send me what Scientology does that Landmark also does, because I can't see any commonalities. I see a commonality of Scientology to Buddhism, and I see a connection of the Landmark Forum and the Advanced course and Buddhism. So if you want to say they both are utilizing Buddhism, which Buddhism is happy for you to utilize, or I mean, indifferent at least. Anyway.
So Dale, hi, welcome to my show.
Hey Chris, great to be part of it. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, so this whole first part of the video here is gonna touch on Dale, and her childhood life, like before she even did the forum. So she's, for her ability to be this open and honest and vulnerable, she developed, I'm not going to say, but most people that have traumatic childhoods aren't going to go ahead and just say their whole life story on YouTube. I don't know, more self-expression is something, and more is a comparison, so that's the wrong wording there, but full-blown self-expression is a thing that a lot of people get out of the forum. They say things that before they had left unsaid. In any event, she's gonna like say all these things, and then the title of this video is Landmark Forum versus Scientology, making it seem like they're comparable in some type of way. And again, if you think they are, please send me the info. And she's going to go on and talking about all these like bad upsets she had in her childhood, which have nothing to do with the Landmark Forum. So you go like, I don't know, she's going to go like it seemed to me like at least 10 minutes about her childhood. So you start this video on this gut heart-wrenching, oh, this poor lady was abused and taken advantage of. And then they go on and talking about Landmark and Scientology. And like, I guess people are saying there's some abuse in some religions. I can't say per church. I mean, there's a lot of churches, a lot of religious places of worship. Um, yeah, I don't know. So, in any event, the forum and the advanced course, the Landmark Worldwide is not religious in any way. It's not political. It's not philosophical. It's not sociology. It's not psychiatry. It's not psychology. It's not anthropology.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of your work. It's really helped me make sense of what happened because
Showing gratitude and loving Chris Shelton's work. Um, I don't know. I gotta tell you, these are all things that I got out of the forum. Being able to acknowledge people and praise in public and all these things that I don't know. Maybe Dale's always had this stuff, but I didn't. And after the forum, I did. So
involved with this. So many people are involved in it and don't want to talk. It kind of
so many people involved. Okay, that should show something good about it, and then don't want to talk about it. Because in the forum I don't know, I got past all these things she's going to tell you about her traumatic childhood. She's not upset about that. Like that stuff doesn't stop her in life. Not to say that it would, but it seems like that was a victory over her past. She was stopped in life as a child and then stopped in life again as a young teenage mother. And I don't know. That seems like some stuff to that people deal with still at her age, which she's at least 45, 50. Um, so if people have traumatic childhoods and still deal with it at 50 years old, like the like something that they don't get out of life, and it's because of that thing that happened when they were a child or a teenager. um and she doesn't deal with those things that most people with trauma deal with, well, I would call that a victory.
work turned back on me to see where I
Yeah, the work turned back on you. I mean, I get how in the 90s and early 2000s up to 2002, maybe you could get that um idea. I mean, they started in 91 or 90. So, yeah, I get how people may have come across, but it's like that one person that tried to use the work against you, and we'll cover that in 1 second. Maybe they just weren't trained enough to listen to what it is that you were saying. I don't know, but I accept full responsibility for any kind of way that you may have felt. Like people say online pressure. I don't know if these people have ever actually done the forum and they get, I don't know. I just got to tell you, if I got what I really want and what I'm up to and, been working on for over 6 months now, and I can get the result that I wanted from that project after like starting with the end in mind, have that in 5 days. I don't know any other place where I could get that stuff. And she has great benefit in her life. And I bet you Dale is doing really awesome in her life. Like everything's set up exactly the way that she wants it to be. Um, and then there's what's next. But 5 years ago, so I'd be interested to see, what kind of life. And she's gonna say that she's in like a marriage of her dreams, I think, a little later. So it's like she's already gonna review in this video, maybe not in this one video that we're watching, but over the course of this 3 hours, that her life is pretty freaking great now. And yeah, I don't know. I call up her friends and family. I don't know her friends and family, but I'm saying you call up her friends and family, the people that are closest to her, and you ask them the same questions that you ask her, like are you happy? What's the meaning of life? Um, is your health where you want it to be? Is your money where you want it to be? Is your level of quality of life where you want it to be? And her friends are going to come up with justifications and excuses why they don't have it the way exactly they want it to be, and she's going to say, yeah, actually I do.
I'd messed up, and I was like, there's no space to really freely share what happened and have some critical conversation about.
Yeah, I don't know how she thinks that she says that there was no place to freely share. There's a million places and a million people and lots and lots of places. Maybe in the 90s, 2000s, she didn't know that there were that many. Being in I don't know if she's in Melbourne or where, but Australia's, you know, a little bit smaller cities than like New York City or Los Angeles or something like that. But you know, even still, you got the phone and people to call and
Well, let's see what we can do.
and if you're on staff, it's literally a rule that the first rule that you don't let anything go unsaid. You always say something, and if you feel like you can't talk to your superior or a colleague, there's an ombudsperson, someone to go to that's paid to keep it under wraps.
So I'd actually
to protect whistleblowers. I mean, way before the whistleblower laws were out there.
This particular one, I'm a little neutral right now. I've looked some things up on this. I've looked into what they do.
I mean, this was in 1989. At least they had an ombudsperson. Probably they had it in the 70s. I don't know.
Some of the introductory stuff that they do is fairly sensible, but like Scientology, it has to be. Of course it should.
Introductory stuff is tolerable and it has to be, in Scientology is as well. It's just like we both breathe air, therefore we both must be Scientologists in a cult. It's like, no, it's not. We both drink water. No, doesn't make it like the same. Anyway, anytime you compare and you get disparaged, you compare and despair.
Should be, because
it's just never effective for anything. Like it's just like an opinion. Like that's one of the first conversations that they'll have in the forum is opinions and like true, false, fact, fiction, right, wrong, good, bad. You know, I mean, there's a huge discussion right now of like what is truth and why don't certain people believe the truth and for people don't get it. And it's like, yeah, that's all because it's the sea of opinions. And now we all have this sea of opinions that used to be one-on-one or over a phone call, and now it's like all over the place. Phone, mail, TV, internet.
It has to work at the beginning. Otherwise, the more advanced levels
has to work at the beginning. Otherwise, the advanced levels
are never gotten to. And that's, you know, and in any kind of money operation, you need people rising up to the high levels because that's where the money is at.
Yeah, money operation. This is, if you think that Landmark is about the money, you are way off base. It's first of all worth it for me, the people around me, and the people I'd like to impact. And it is yeah, not only is it worth it for me and I get it for the rest of my life, like these conversations of not even understanding that that sea of opinions idea, but taking action upon that. Just I said in the last post, we're all judgmental. It's just being aware of the judgments.
So that all being said, and not necessarily trying to assume that it's all evil and must be destroyed, Dale, why don't we go ahead and start with how you started with this?
I'm not here to destroy Landmark, but I'm really like,
yeah, and then she starts out here, I'm not here to destroy them.
Who would like to be people to be able to talk about it and share their experience, and have the people that work at Landmark actually hear it, because there's not.
Yeah, see, so they did hear it at least 5 years ago. If not, it sounds more like closer to 2002, 2003. They heard you and or people like you saying the same things that you said, and they really did get you. They understood you. They got what you were saying, and they then transformed themselves as an organization to not have the same experiences.
So the feedback it has to be feedback, you know. And
yeah, there was absolutely a place to do so. I apologize that you didn't know that there was a place to do so, but there's absolutely safe places for anyone to go to voice concern or whatever.
Like why? And I don't. That's not healthy. I learned so much through my experience at Landmark.
See, there you go. It's like I learned so much. I wouldn't be the person I am today, but now I'm gonna go like be concerned about something I don't really understand. No offense to you, Dale. Not saying that you don't get it. I'm just saying there's certain things that were, you know, said and done behind closed doors that A, answered what you were saying, and B, a lot of people interpret it as something negative, and really it's only not demeaning and only beneficial, or results enhanced rather. It's not beneficial. It's not like they don't consider themselves a good company. Do you know what I mean? Because the good, bad, right, wrong is all opinions anyway.
Totally different. And I'm going to share some of my history to give you a sense of why, how this happened. Because when I look back, like that's crazy.
See, now she's gonna go how this happened, and I don't know. That's crazy. I've attempted to watch this in the sense that she's not speaking ill, It just comes off like she's like, oh, how did I get stuck in this thing? And it's like you weren't stuck. You just got a lot of benefit out of it and you kept doing courses and that's it. And now you're not. No big deal.
But in preparing for this,
And everything that you got out of every course that you did, you have for the rest of your life.
I could see it's like, well, I was a lost soul just looking for some guidance, and the people that
Yeah, this is the other thing. People are like, "Oh, I gotta take advantage of vulnerable people." It's like, no, no. It caused people that were victims of certain situations or vulnerable people to get over their vulnerability, maybe for the first time in their entire life, and now they are free. And I can't explain it because there's nothing to explain. It's just call your local office, leave a message, they'll call you back and see for yourself. In any event, peace, love. Hope you're having the best day ever.